So I'm not sure if I'm the only one that feels this way, but pretty much at this point, considering the fact that conspiracy theorists have been proven right with the whole shebang, just the whole idea of a super elite trying to dominate the world, and they are trafficking kids and doing all that crazy stuff and underground tunnels and all that. So for me at this point, considering the fact that these nefarious individuals control every facet of our existence pretty much, banking, in economics, economic policy, the financial system, politics, everything, farming, food, agriculture. I mean, some of those are the same thing, agriculture and farming, but you get the point. Why are we continuing? If you are aware of the files, why are we continuing to feed the system? At the very least, I think if we're trying to successfully protest, there should be a strike on trying to feed the system. I'd say at this point, even if you just don't want to protest or you don't even really know what to do, I'd say get in your Bible. That's really big. But other than that, that's the prescription for really anything. Just get in your Bible. Jesus is the number one prescription. But just enjoy what you have. I think that's the most important thing, and that's the thing that I've been learning as well. Considering the fact that also we've had a few losses in the family, that kind of amplified my further appreciation for life itself and just the things that I have that are available to me on a daily basis. But really, you just have to count your blessings, because if you've seen the atrocities that have been committed against so many victims, it's a blessing to wake up and not be in an unfamiliar place with unfamiliar people. And yeah, I mean, you really never truly know what's happening in someone's life. That's a fact. You never really know what could happen, and you never really know what's going on and what has happened. But it's just unfortunate. The system does need to crumble, though. And I have seen a lot of people on social media voicing their opinions on that, saying, you know, if the whole system is built on just abuse and, you know, trafficking, just burn it all to the ground, which I agree. I never really wanted to work a job because I knew it was just part of the whole slave system. I knew I didn't want to go to school because I knew it was part of the propaganda machine. I just knew. Part of me just knew spiritually. I was just like, I don't feel this like in my heart, and I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to when I'm stuck in my ways. I just stick with what I want. So it's just really, it almost feels like every man for himself, sorta. But it shouldn't be. It should be. I mean, it's 300 million people versus however many billionaires. I don't even know. It's 13 bloodline families, something like that. Get yourself in a spot where you can take the time to process the information if need be, but there will be a time you need to get back up and be strong for those around you, because you never know what could be happening in the future. Revolution? Who knows? How does that even, like, what does that even look like? Are the American people even capable of such a feat? I'm not so sure. But one can hope and pray. Truthfully, all I've been doing really is praying. Just a lot of praying. And I think a lot of people are experiencing what I experienced throughout the years when the information wasn't as widely accepted or known. But we gotta stick together, people. We gotta formulate an action plan. And we can't just sit and be idle. My suggestion, if you truly want to just let the system crumble, do your part in letting the system crumble, and let everybody else do their part as well, whatever that may be. But you can only affect change if you decide to do something. So information, if there's something you can do. I really just thought about at this point, since I really don't want to work a job, running for office. That would sound like an interesting job. Also, like, just if no one wants to change anything, I might as well, because the saying goes, most people that want to be presidents or want to be leaders shouldn't be, and most of the people that don't want to be in those positions should be. I don't know if I'd be a good one, a good leader. I don't want to be in that position. I have somewhat of an experience being a leader. I was a captain of my track team, of my varsity track team. I don't know if that counts, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, my policy would be really simple. Just we focus on America and we get all the bad people out. Guillotines, lots of rope, and lots of bullets. I think that's what we need right now. Lots of those. But in the meantime, I have a few ideas. I don't know if I can say them for legal reasons, but, and it's nothing crazy, but anyways, nothing violent besides the guillotines and the ropes and the bullets. But besides that, actual justice like that. But besides that, I mean, don't participate in the system. You know, the best way to win the game sometimes is not to play.